At the 2001 National Speakers Association convention, I found myself having breakfast in the same restaurant as Zig Ziglar. I nodded at Zig. He smiled and nodded at me. Remembering that brief encounter got me thinking about one of Zig's famous sayings. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And sometimes he added the words, about them. And then I became curious about whether Zig originated that saying. Research led me to an earlier version attributed to the first dean of the UVA nursing school, Margaret Tyson, who told nursing graduates in 1959, people won't care how much you know unless they really know how much you care. Well, that discovery took me down another path. I began looking into the relationship between the words care and curiosity. The English words curious and curiosity trace back to the Latin words cura, care, concern, attention, and curare, to care for, attend to, concern oneself with, and curiosus, attentive. So curiosity evolved from caring. That's an important insight. Curiosity isn't merely about wanting information. It is caring enough to investigate. When your questions come from a checklist, conversations feel mechanical. When questions come from genuine interest, people feel understood. One is interrogation, the other is interest. Your prospects and clients can feel the difference. Let me tell you a story because that's what I do. It's about curiosity. I was selling radio advertising in Madison, Wisconsin to this guy, Crazy TV Lenny, and I was standing on this sales floor with him. Looking around at all the inventory, I asked him a simple question. Hey, Len, you could take home any TV in the store, right? He said, of course. I said, so what kind of TV do you have in your home? His answer surprised me. He had an 8-year-old Sanyo console at home in his living room. Then he enthusiastically explained that Sanyo was more reliable and a better value than many competing brands. Truth is better than creativity. That single question led to a multi-year, highly successful advertising campaign based on this. Sanyo, it's a TV Crazy TV Lenny has in his own home. In most of the commercials, Len's 10-year-old son, Tommy, was arguing with him about getting a new TV. And Len would say, Tommy, we don't need a new TV. Ours is working perfectly. But Dad, it's 8 years old. I know, Tommy, and it's never been in for a repair. The picture quality is great, but you should make your next TV a Sanyo. And then the announcer would say, Sanyo, the TV Crazy TV Lenny has in his own home. And in 2 years, Sanyo had the highest per capita market share in Madison, Wisconsin than it had in any city in the United States. Caring is critical. Thanks, Margaret Tyson. You too, Zig. And curiosity is how people experience, feel that you care. Curiosity is your secret competitive edge. Talk soon.